Welcome to the Burning Ship, where we talk about nerd stuff in a chaotic manner. I'm Frankie.
My name's Chris.
It's Jason.
Here's Ivan.
And I'm Jeebus.
And how have you guys been?
Pretty
I
good.
am alright, I guess. Nothing much. Nothing has changed.
Could be better. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, bunch of things setting it up. How about you, Ivan?
Oh, I got scammed.
You got scammed.
What?
Yeah.
What happened?
So I was trying to get the Division 2 on one of those AMD code thingies. Because people like to resell them, even though AMD's like, don't sell that.
So you're telling us that you
Can't
got
do
the
that.
Division 2 illegally?
So I was looking on some
Oh,
forums
wow.
online.
Calling the
I
police.
just, subreddit, and the guy was trying to. Well, the first thing that should have ticked me off was that he didn't want to use PayPal. He was using G2A Pay or something like that. And I was like, okay, it sounds fishy, but whatever. So I paid it, and then the second and the dumbest thing I didn't do was that my phone messaged me, my bank messaged me saying that these past 3 transactions are yours. And 2 of them were from the place where I work at, and then the other one was the transaction, and it got declined. And I was like, was this you? And I'm like, yeah, that was me. And I proceeded to do it again, and went through. And then the scammer said, oh, something's wrong on my end. It's not giving me the money. Don't worry, I'll fix it. And I'm like, okay. Like 30 minutes after he replied, I respond with, okay. And then like 2 hours after, well, an hour after that, I respond with like, hey, any updates? And it's silence. And another hour after that, I'm like, anything? And at that point, I'm just like, okay, yeah, this guy's clearly scamming me. So I talked to the moderator of the subreddit, got him banned,
Oof.
and I ordered a dispute case.
Oh,
with
this
the
man
man's
website.
bank?
taking him to court.
Oh,
No, not that.
G2A should automatically refund you that. They have a protection thing that you don't have to pay for anymore.
No, you have to open up the dispute claims. I mean, if you wanna, like, after this, if you wanna help me out with that and figure that out, then go ahead.
Yeah. But even still, you illegally got the game.
I should, huh? What? I legally got it, yeah.
Yeah,
mean,
you illegally got the Division
No,
2.
he
No, I
legally.
didn't.
No.
I got it correctly.
No, selling those codes is illegal regardless.
I mean, I
you bought an
didn't-
illegal
Buying
copy.
them, selling them.
I didn't sell it. I bought it.
You bought an illegal copy.
No,
Whoa.
I bought a legitimate copy that AMD told its consumers not to sell. That's not my fault.
So illegal copy.
It's not illegal. It's an official copy.
Oh,
It's
all
an
right,
official copy obtained illegally.
FBI is already on its way, Ivan.
Oh no.
I already hear the knockings.
This will
Yeah.
be
What?
Ivan's last episode.
Goodbye, guys. It was nice knowing you. Catch me out on Twitch instead. This guy.
Uh,
I promote.
Wow.
but
Self-promoting.
what are we doing this week? We didn't have any corrections, but what are we discussing this week?
This week. Well, today we had that little Nintendo showcase, right?
Mm-hmm.
The indies, yeah, the platforms and stuff like that, yeah.
What are you guys' thoughts on that?
It's okay.
I mean, there's a couple of games that are definitely like noteworthy in my opinion.
Standouts, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really play any games like that, so.
But-
Yeah, that was the issue. This Nindies is what they called it.
Yeah, Nindies.
Nintendo
90s?
Indies.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, some of those games were already released.
A lot of them were already released.
Yeah.
So they're just ports.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
but for the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah,
like
for-
the big one that
Take it
definitely
anywhere.
the big one that caught a lot of people's attention was the Cuphead port.
The reason being for that is because it's integrated with live services.
Oh, is it?
Meaning,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think it has something to do with like Xbox and stuff like that, or something similar like that.
What, you can crossplay?
Or I think you can transfer.
Oh, but
oh, I
I
mean,
don't care. If I'm gonna get a game that's gonna be ported to this, it's because I want it to be brand new, right? It's not I want to go back to my previous save and then do it from there.
It just depends. It's the convenience of having it on the go instead of setting it up on a console. That's
I
the
guess.
benefit of having it like that. another one that was announced actually towards the end of the thing was I forget the name for it.
Cadence.
The Cadence of Hyrule. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I'm
The
really excited for
Necromancer
that.
crossover.
What's that one about?
Yeah.
So, have you guys have you guys ever played Crypto the Necrodancer?
Hell yes.
No.
No.
So me, I could probably explain it a bit better than Jason, but
Yes.
the goal is it's like you're in a dungeon and you have to like maneuver and fight enemies and whatnot based on the beat of the song of that dungeon. So like you don't sporadically move around the dungeon. You tap rhythmically in order to get to point A to point B, finding items, getting gold, buying items, killing enemies, and stuff like that.
So, rhythm dungeon crawler.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think I've
it's
seen
also-
gameplay for it actually.
Yeah, it's roguelike as well because it changes every time, right?
Yeah. What's it called? What's really cool about it? I mean, if you see speedruns for it, people usually play on a character that it's like a one hit, one death kind of thing, or it's like a one everything death. So like if you miss a beat, if
you
miss
die.
if you miss a beat with a regular character, it just takes away your combos and stuff. But if you miss a beat with this character, you die. So there's people who speedrun the game like that, and it's really
I
cool.
hate that.
Yeah, yeah, I imagine.
Harder than Dark Souls, can confirm.
I did see
Is
a
it now?
game that would interest Chris a lot.
Oh,
Wow.
which
What
is
It's called Swim Sanity.
Swim Sanity.
Insanity.
if
Yeah.
it has anything underwater based, I hate it.
Okay, I know which one you're
If
talking
you guys
about.
didn't know, Chris is actually afraid of water.
How'd you know?
He's afraid of drinking water. That's why he drinks Red Bulls.
It's the last game on the list that Jeeves posted.
Is it? What's it called? I thought he'd be genuinely more interested in my friend Pedro.
Oh,
yeah,
no,
I thought my
player
friend Pedro
underwater
was
shooter.
what you were gonna say.
No, this is more like just ironic type of thing. It was supposed to be a joke
You're supposed to make a fun. of
because the whole game is underwater.
I hate it.
Ooh.
I already hate it.
Wait, where
Dude,
was it?
I don't know what game it was that I played when I was a kid, but it made me despise underwater game or
Was it
underwater.
Mario?
Mario?
No, it wasn't
Never.
Mario. No, I never made it. Cause I always took the shortcut. I never went to the underwater levels of
Wow.
Mario.
Wow, you're
me
a
alone.
bitch.
Wow.
Leave me alone. No, I want to hear it.
And what's it called?
I have every right to do so. I think it was one of the early Crash Bandicoot games.
Oh, Crash's underwater level sucked ass.
Yeah, I was like, oh fuck this.
Oh,
Are you sure it wasn't Spyro?
No, I never remember.
Spyro
being
underwater.
I don't know.
Dies
Spyro's
for a
underwater wasn't too bad in my opinion.
Does he? But he dies touching a puddle, let alone going to fall underwater.
Spyro?
Spyro?
Yeah.
I played Spyro 2 when I was young, and you're able to dive underwater.
I
Yeah.
don't remember that part then. I must have played bootleg Spyro then.
I can see it.
The
I
GTA
played a lot
version.
of bootleg Pokemons in my day.
Oh, yeah.
Digimon.
Oh, dude.
Bakugan.
Bakugan. But
Yeah.
Blade Blade.
Oh,
it's called
Bad.
My Friend
Letter-
Pedro. That one looks nice.
Not
It looked
to.
okay.
Oh, what's it called? The one that looks okay to me, but has a pretty cool premise is probably Rad.
Oh, red.
Rad.
I
Rad
just
they
like.
look pretty interesting.
I love Double Fine. I like Tim Schafer's work, so it's really cool.
And he has like shape shifting powers, or like he can mutate.
No, so I think the character is based on how you create them, and based on what enemy you kill, you mutate your parts to something like that. That's how I saw the trailer, right?
it's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, I saw that. It was definitely
It just-
interesting.
It didn't look like the greatest graphical wise, but like if it's a good game, I don't think that matters too much.
There is in like an open world like kind of exploration game that they talked about. It's called Pine, but it was like the
Pine.
graphics on it were like really like they weren't that good, like in my opinion.
I mean, it's for the Switch. It's what it can handle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Red Lantern to me seemed interesting. The Red
No,
Lantern.
But oh yeah, the Iditarod game.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that is the one I was talking about. If you guys,
You know what game shouldn't be on here, or it should have been with release Switch, and Jason will agree with me on this one. Nuclear Throne.
Nuclear Throne would have been cool on Switch. I thought it was already out.
No, it's coming out soon.
Soon.
But I'm like, it should have already been out. Like when they released, what's it called? Enter the Gungeon. They should have released.
Enter the Gungeon alongside Binding of Isaac as well.
I mean, isn't Nuclear Throne and Enter the Gungeon made by the same people?
Devolver Digital?
Maybe. I think.
Wait,
so.
is it by them?
Revolver Digital.
I think they're the publisher, but not the developer.
Yeah, they made Enter the Gungeon, Broforce. I don't
Okay.
think they.
No,
did Nuclear Throne.
they were developed by Dodge Roll.
Oh, okay. Well, my bad, guys.
Another one that came closer to the end was Stranger Things, the game season 3.
Does not look interesting to me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, as somebody who
Well,
hasn't watched Stranger
does
Things,
that-
I don't see the appeal to it. But
Does that game come out before or after the season starts?
It comes
The
out,
day of.
the day of, exact day of.
Is it July 4th?
Yes.
Oh man, so you could just speed run the whole game and be spoiled.
I mean, you could just binge watch the whole thing too the same day.
yeah, because it's not episodic, right? It releases on Netflix with all the episodes.
What
Yeah.
if you play as like you're going along with the show?
Do you guys think it's worth watching?
Stranger Things?
Yeah,
I've
it's
never
pretty good.
seen it, so
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I mean, I know they did the recordings here where we live, but I didn't know if it's actually good to watch. I like the aesthetics of what they changed when they were recording, but
Yeah,
She's
I
like
would definitely put it on a list to watch, dude.
because
Hmm.
it's either that or American Horror Story that I'm gonna watch next.
Uh,
I think
don't-
Stranger Things is
American
better than
Horror Story
American
was,
Horror Story.
was good.
it was good.
I like
Depends what
it was.
season.
Yeah, I mean, I stopped watching after season 2. I was like, ew.
No,
Then it
the,
went
the
down.
the season I watched was Roanoke, I think.
Yeah, that was later on. I don't know what season that is.
I think 3 or 4.
Yeah, it was all right.
No, I think that season 3 was. No, season 2 was the Asylum.
Yes.
Season 3, I
Wait,
think.
season 2 was Asylum?
I believe so.
Oh, this game isn't out
I
yet?
feel like I've searched this like at least 4 times this year already.
Isn't
Wait,
that too
guys.
much?
Katana Zero hasn't
Or
been
just this year,
released?
yeah. That's like once a month.
Probably.
No, I'm just looking at it. It's not even out on the Steam store.
Yeah, season 2 was Asylum. Season 3 was Coven.
But
Yeah, you watched season 6.
the
Roanoke.
Katana Zero.
Yeah,
It's not-
because
it's not-
I was
something.
I was
Is
looking at
Is
it.
it gonna come out? Yeah, Devolver. It just says launches April 18th. Available for
Yeah.
pre-purchase starting today.
Yeah, because when I went on the Steam
Whoa.
store, it was just like, oh yeah, it's available at April 18th. I thought it was already out. Honestly,
Oh, so it's gonna be a simultaneous launch.
that's pretty cool. I'm
Yeah.
excited for that one. It looks cool.
Yeah, they had a bunch of like arcade style games.
And I love those games so much. God.
I
So-
like them, but I don't like that pretty much Nintendo's just banking on indies right now. I would like them to focus on actual games.
First parties?
Like like
Yeah.
a first party
Well,
Mario game.
I mean, I feel like this thing isn't really based on Nintendo's own works and properties.
Well, I
These are-
know.
These are just
Probably
giving
not,
like
but-
developers like a spotlight, which is very much needed sometimes.
When was their latest major release?
Yoshi's Woolly World release.
No. When was their latest completely new IP?
Oh,
did
Completely new
new.
IP?
Wasn't it,
Yeah, I don't think
Octopath
Nintendo has the
Splatoon?
capability.
Oh, no, probably Octopath.
Splatoon, right?
Octopath.
I want to say Splatoon. It could be Octo.
I mean, I feel like it was Octo, and because what's it called? Splatoon. Octo came out for the Switch first, right? No,
No.
other consoles before that, because
Split-
I'm not
no.
sure on that.
No,
Octopath Traveler?
Yeah.
Octopath Traveler is a Switch exclusive.
Oh, okay. So, because
Yeah,
what's it
but
called?
it's by Square Enix.
Splatoon came out on the Wii U.
But is
first one.
Octopath a main title or is it an indie game?
No, it's not an indie game. It's a
It's a
pretty-
main title, but it's not by Nintendo. It's a Nintendo exclusive.
Yeah, okay, so that's a little different.
Okay.
As a person who you guys are still trying to convince to buy a Switch, like I still don't have a real incentive.
It's portable.
I mean, but the thing is
Or
that they just put the
Pokemon.
same 6 games.
game's not out yet.
I mean, it's gonna fly off the shelves like it did in the first when it first got
mean,
released.
Do you really need me to speak it for yourself? It's a great party console. You literally have already taken it out of my room and have moved it to your room.
Ooh,
Right?
Just
He
to
is.
play with
He's
his
not
friends.
wrong. He's not wrong. I have done that, and
You just
that's
got
literally just to
exposed.
play Smash.
Exactly.
there you go. Get your own.
Get your
But-
own.
It does. I don't have incentive to buy my own for,
What if I move?
for 300.
Yeah,
You can
what if-
take it.
what if you
I can
move?
live without Smash.
I don't
No,
think
you
so.
can't.
You just.
You like to drop everything you do, and you're like, I'm gonna beat the shit out of them.
Now I'll just actually play Apex more.
Yeah, they're practically the same game.
Totally.
I mean, it gives me that fix of just trying to beat somebody up or kill somebody.
Whoa.
No.
Oh,
Okay, settle
What's it
down.
called? I forget. Blaster Master's coming back, right?
Yeah.
Blaster Master. Blaster Master 02.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's cool. That's
It,
cool as hell.
it didn't catch my attention, that one.
It's already out. Never mind. That's cool.
Is
It's
it
because
on?
have you ever played or seen any of the Blaster Master stuff?
I have not.
It's really cool. It's an old franchise. But apparently it's from Nintendo or Inti Creates. Yes.
Interesting.
Any other games that seem interesting?
I mean, from the indie lineup, I believe most of them were just re-releases. No, after.
I
the ones
mean,
we were just
there
discussing.
was the Creature Well or Creature Wall, something
Creature
like
in
that.
the Well.
Creature in the Well. There we go. Where it's like a kind of, it has like pinball mechanics.
Pinball inspired hack and slash dungeon crawler.
Yeah.
Space Cadet meets I don't know the hack and slash. You guys remember Space Cadets?
No.
No.
Nope.
Jason, you remember this? Remember our old Dell, the oldest Dell laptop we got?
Oh,
And
the
on
pinball
it-
stupid game?
It's called Space Cadet, I believe. Yes.
Pinball.
Um,
Wasn't that pinball game on all Windows
Yes, it was
PCs
on
back then?
all standard XP machines, I'm pretty sure. Or
Yeah,
7, Windows 7
so
or XP.
I'm surprised you guys don't remember. It's
Wait,
XP.
the pinball game?
I mean, I played the
Yes.
pinball game. I just didn't know
Yeah.
what it was called.
Yeah, same.
Space
Yeah,
Cadet.
I don't fucking know the name of that shit. I
Is
just
that-
know
I
it
thought
was
I thought it
pinball.
was just called pinball.
Is
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
pinball machine where you had no internet and no other games?
Yes, yes.
Oh
yes.
my god, my childhood right there.
I know,
Uh,
right? It was that. It was what's that game?
Solitaire,
Solitaire,
Minesweeper.
Minesweeper.
Yeah. Did you guys actually know how to play Minesweeper? Or did
I
you
learned
A little
how
bit.
to play fucking Minesweeper, dude.
I just started
Because
mashing every box
Yeah,
until I won.
there's people that
Oh.
like just click randomly, and it's like, no, the numbers have significance.
Yeah, but I mean, a 10-year-old won't care. A 10-year-old's like, all right, this is it. This is the box that'll get me victory, and then they just blow up.
But yeah, it was definitely like fun, and then especially
I fucking hated
Oh
that.
yeah. God
Uh,
damn. Just looking at this gives me stress.
and then
I
you
swear I had the highest score in the house.
could like
Yeah,
hit the machine with like
Out
a
of all
certain
one
buttons.
people.
Yeah.
I remember messing around with Movie Maker as well a shit ton.
Oh
with the
yeah,
Maker.
same.
I still use that at my job, and it sucks.
Why?
What?
What do you use
I
Movie
have
Maker
to.
for?
No way.
Yeah.
What kind of movies are you making?
The ones that I need for my job.
And it's like
It's evidence.
Yeah.
You're like a YouTuber?
Oh,
Just
man.
upload them to YouTube.
he's not posting on YouTube. He's posting on like
Live Leak?
those-
Live
yes.
leaks? Twitter?
8chan.
What the hell's an 8chan?
It's 4chan too.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh.
But since we're done with like the
Well,
indies, should we
Is
move
there
on
any
to the?
game? Is there any game you wish were in the Nindies? I know Chris doesn't really know many of the indie titles, but
Like, personally, I don't really care about which ones come out because most of them are already on the PC, so I could just play them there. I don't really take my Switch anywhere else.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not excited for the indies on Switch. I'm excited for the new indies coming to PC.
Oh,
So would
So-
you say that the Nindies were basically useless? Like, I understand the fact of promoting indie developers and stuff like that.
I wouldn't say it was useless. It's just
Yeah,
it
I mean,
showcased
there's
some
nothing
cool
wrong
games.
with it. Just that you can already most of these games you can already just buy them on PC.
Well, I understand that. I'm not saying useless as a bad connotation. I'm just saying that it wasn't necessary. We could have done without the Nindies.
Mhm.
I mean, what I was really hoping was a Metro Prime title to jump into the Switch.
That's
mean the
not-
one
Yeah,
they
but
can't
those aren't indies. That's like
That's a main
No, I
title.
know.
yeah,
but
they
I
would have like a full like showcase.
I
for it.
just want Metro.
Metro.
Metro
Metroid.
Exodus?
Yes, either or, it's fine.
Yeah, you're supporting the Epic Games Store.
Oh no.
No, I haven't touched that launcher in ages.
Me neither.
I
Have
think-
I?
No, don't.
I don't remember, to be
Alright.
honest.
So does that wrap up our?
Yeah, I would
indie
say
comments?
that wraps
Yeah.
up for the Nindies. Next up, we have the Stadia. Is
The
that how you
Google
say it?
Stadia.
Stadia.
Google
Stadia, yeah,
Stadia.
Stadia, or as the CEO likes to call it, Stadia.
Stadia.
You know, before we leave on that, the name of the Nindies just reminds me of the Office, the Dundee.
Oh yes,
I don't know why.
the Dundies.
We're on
Good old
culture
Mike.
Tuesday.
Guys who watch The Office.
You guys
How have
haven't
you
seen The
not
Office?
watched it? First is you watch Stranger Things, but now not The Office.
Look,
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
let
Have
you
you
know
seen
right now.
Arrested
I don't watch
Development?
regular TV shows, and I don't watch a lot of
I
movies.
just couldn't get into it.
Oh my
Gonna go into
god.
The Office.
Just
Yeah,
jump
I
to season
barely
2,
watch
you're
It's
fine.
Always Sunny.
I hate you right now.
I know.
Have you seen Arrested Development at least?
I have.
How many seasons did we see?
You saw all the original ones, and then not the Netflix ones.
There we go.
So, like,
But
the
yes,
last
I've
season.
seen Arrested Development.
I don't know. I started watching that. It's a slow process.
It's a good burn.
Yes.
They talk about like the first 2 episodes are gold. Which one is the banana stand episode? Like episode 2, right?
I'm pretty sure that's the
like
first episode.
one of the first two or
Yeah,
three.
I think
Yeah.
Banana Stand is the second episode.
Yeah, it's great.
Oh, it's
I love
so
it.
good.
There's always money in the banana stand.
No touching.
Uh,
Okay.
but yeah, is that
Okay. Before we leave on it, quickly.
So we weren't done.
Again.
is what you're saying.
I just wanted to add a little thing. It's like, out of all of them, which one are you most excited for? Either if it's coming to Switch or PC, it doesn't matter.
Mm, none of the ones at the Nindies really excited me.
El-
If anything, maybe the Necrodancer Zelda.
That's my
Crossover would be
most
mine.
hyped one as well.
I would say my friend is Pedro. My friend Pedro.
And by that day one.
Vote for
If it's
Pedro.
not-
Pretty true.
What?
Nothing.
See,
If it's not that, I'm more interested in Katana Zero.
Mm.
That looks cool.
yeah, it definitely looks interesting.
E-
Yeah.
For me, it'd be either that or Red Lantern. The Red Lantern.
No, yeah, that one's also a good one. That if not my friend Pedro, it would be the I Did the Rod one.
You want to know what game just did not resonate with me at all?
Which one?
Neocab.
Neocab.
Yeah,
That,
Neocab was
it's
useless.
like, oh,
Well,
you're the last
no.
human cab driver.
I don't want to say useless because it's very mean spirited, but I'm just like it did not resonate with me at all. I don't know. It doesn't seem like it'd be something cool.
It's an emotional survival game about staying human
Oh, go on.
As
in a
quoted by
world
this.
disrupted by automation.
Uh-huh.
As
Still
quoted by
waiting for
this
that,
website.
so my job can be taken.
What?
Just
Hey.
want robots to do my job, man.
You have something to say?
But then who's gonna tackle people?
The robots can
No,
just shoot tasers.
But
Yeah.
yeah. So now is everyone set and done?
Yeah.
But one
Stadia
more
And
thing.
Shut the fuck
No.
up.
Oh.
Whoa.
I'm ready for Stadia.
Whoa.
I'm ready to argue this.
My
I'm
body's
ready to-
ready.
Yeah. I'm
God.
I don't want arguing. I just want connectivity.
All right,
As they
Stadia.
say,
So, have all of you seen the Stadia commercial? Well, thing.
I didn't see the Stadia in 5 minutes. I
I
just
saw-
read the articles on him.
I read the Stadia
Yeah, so-
article. I saw the 5 minutes. I signed up.
You signed up.
I immersed my
You
dick
signed
in the
up
Stadia
already?
console.
Oh,
It's
wait.
research.
It's
Research
research.
purpose, huh? Nice.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's a new gaming platform from Google for playing AAA video games across all screens.
In
I
an
need
instant.
device.
Laptop.
How are
Anything basically that has
developers
Chrome OS.
allowing that?
No, come on, you guys. Did you not?
Yes.
You guys didn't even look at the website. Clearly, it literally says on one of the keynotes that the high-speed internet connection is required.
Yeah, but they don't specify what high speed means.
I'd imagine
know?
like
Like, do we need Google Fiber?
I
Oh,
mean
No.
for optimal results,
weakness.
probably.
Like, because
optimal
there's
gaming
so many
experience.
people that are trapped by internet providers that have just a monopoly on their areas.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
Yeah,
we're good,
like
Jason.
me.
It's okay.
I mean, we're good.
No, you're not.
Wow, must
Yes,
be
we
nice.
are. I'm thinking
You're
about.
in a monopoly.
We
So
are.
are you? Everyone's in a monopoly.
I'm not in a monopoly.
Google's kind of a monopoly.
What?
All right, so we're seeing game where you want multi-device, including laptops, desktop, and select phones and tablets.
That's why you get the Pixel, guys.
Pixel.
The Paxel, yeah. They're
Well,
gonna unveil it.
That's- I'm telling you right now that this thing isn't gonna be as great as it's making it out
That
to be.
seems to be.
So you think it's
I don't
gonna
think-
crash and burn?
Well, I'm not saying it's gonna crash and burn. I'm just saying that, other developers have said similar things where they're like, "Oh, we're gonna start this great streaming service. We're just gonna let you play whatever game you want," and
I don't think a single.
it never freaking happens.
Can you name one?
Yeah, when Xbox One and the PS4 originally came out, they kept talking about how their streaming service was going to be great, that you didn't need to buy any games anymore, that you could just stream it all without burdening your console.
What?
You don't remember that?
Yeah, I don't.
No.
remember
Xbox was
that.
really active on it.
No.
There was what was it called? The DRM?
I think so.
It's
You're
something
free?
different. That's something different, though.
Is it always
Yes,
online
that's
though?
something
No?
different.
Yeah, it's always online.
Yeah, it's always online.
Always
it
watching.
lets you download the things as they are live. But it's not saying that it's gonna use its own dedicated server to run the game. And then
Gotcha.
yeah,
But that's even, like, just hearing them using a quote-unquote dedicated server, I don't think they'll be able to handle the traffic if it does get popular.
I mean, to be fair, they've already had a test run. If you guys remember.
Now,
A
do you
test run's
own these
controlled.
games if you buy them?
Yeah.
No, you remember which one I'm talking about, though, right? Frankie or Jesus.
No.
They
don't
they,
think so.
they ran Assassin's Creed Odyssey on a browser, and they like told a bunch of different people to like, hey, go get on this, stress test this for us,
Oh.
and a lot of people were saying, yeah, it runs pretty well. Though I think one of the complaints was that it doesn't require high internet speed
But
So it does require high internet speed.
But what?
to run it smoothly and consistently, like 60 frames, 4K, you know.
But what what's the standard for high speed? Like 10 megabytes per second, like 100 megabytes per
I-
second.
We could look that up
Probably
right now.
It's
yeah,
probably
you got to
closer
realize that
60 or so.
no, most people usually get maybe 1025.
Yeah, it's
If
anywhere
they're
between
lucky.
that. And that's the basic.
I'm not saying I'm not saying that basic. I'm saying what's probably optimal is probably like 50 or above.
All right, it says
Hard.
oh, that's voting. Never mind. Ignore me.
But yeah, that
yeah, it just says high internet speed. I'm guessing it's at least like 10 megabits per second.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
I mean, like,
that's
you
the
know how
standard.
some games have minimums, and you know what I'm talking about.
Minimum
Yeah, like,
requirements for a
minimum-
system, though.
Yeah,
no,
but,
for like internet connection for online games.
but yeah, now it's like a minimum requirement of internet speed. Instead of the hardware limiting it, it's more like your bandwidth limiting what you can and can't play.
Gotcha.
So you have the options, right? You can either choose to focus more on your hardware which I believe is still the superior option. Don't get me wrong, right? But there's so many people with crayon eating PCs.
Especially that we know.
Hold on. Before you go any further, can you explain what crayon eating is?
For
Crayon
people that
eating-
don't know.
Crayon eating is usually used in a term of a games where your teammates don't know anything. I'm sure you've had it before where all your teammates just don't know what they're doing. It doesn't seem like they're being played by humans, rather by bots or 3-year-olds, and that's why you call them crayon eaters.
Oh my
Hmm.
A
god.
crayon eating PC would just be like a really bad PC. Or like something that can't run anything well.
Oh.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It's crayon
That's
eating.
not always the person's fault. It's usually what they can't afford and what they can't.
I mean, and this is why if depending on how much this service costs, it could be a good alternative.
but even still, like if they have a crayon in PC, do you really think that there'd be have enough for the high speed internet required to do this?
I feel like people realize that they need internet more than they need a good PC, so they're willing to shell out more for speed
No,
rather than a
they-
good PC.
They need internet, but at the same time, like they just go for the bare minimum that they need to like watch their Netflix, to watch their
Yeah, and they're not gaming.
Hulus.
I'm
Exactly.
just telling you, they're not the gamers. This
Yeah,
isn't-
exactly.
This
Yeah, then
isn't
this service isn't directed towards them.
yeah,
That's also very true.
Mm.
Gamers always, even if they're not pro gamers, they always go for the highest quality items, services, whatever, just
Mhm.
because they want that full gaming experience.
I'm just gonna be honest with you. Like when this drops, I'd be really interested to see and review it within or see how it goes.
Will you buy it?
It's a service, so I'd probably subscribe to it. But yeah,
What about the controller?
I'd buy the controller. It looks snazzy.
The controller
I
is
don't know,
actually pretty
controller's-
cool.
I don't know. For me, it looks weird. Like my brother
Yeah.
said, it was like a hybrid between the PS4 and the Xbox.
And
It looks
that's all
like
I
a
need.
Switch Pro controller
Like
to me.
it's like they had
I
a
mean,
baby.
that's what they're going for, right? Because technically, this is supposed to play any game, any
Mm.
AAA title.
No, it's supposed to play all the games it's supported, I believe, and they
Mhm.
haven't announced all of them.
Well, no duh. It's
So-
always going to play only the games that it supports.
I mean, yeah, you know what I mean. But like, not every AAA game might not. Well, they haven't specified if every AAA game will be on here. You know.
Well, that's what I'm curious on. It's like, well, who are they going to side with? Are they going to side with Sony?
Like right now, we know the
Are
first
they going
game
to go
is.
with Microsoft?
We know the first game is Doom Eternal.
But then are they just going to get games that aren't exclusive? So if you want to play Bloodborne, let's say, you wouldn't be able to do that.
Well, I feel like that's just. I mean,
Or if you
that's
want to
just
play Halo.
normal.
I feel like
You
that
wouldn't
would
be able to do that
remove it, the
That's just
Until
exclusivity.
PC comes out.
That's just normal.
Well,
though.
that's what I want to get at. Is how
That's
would that change
competition.
exclusivity? Because say, oh, I don't want to get a PS4 or I don't want to get a PS5. I don't want to get the next Xbox. I'd rather just get this streaming service, and this
The
way I can
Google
play
Stadia.
both platform games.
I feel like the benefit to the streaming service again, it just comes down to how much it costs. If it's like $10 a month or $60 a year, for
That's actually not bad depending on how many games it has.
Yeah.
Mhm. and you don't even have to waste your money on like a $400 to $500, maybe even $6 now with whatever Xbox and the PS5 is gonna come out with, right?
But would that hurt the industry as a whole?
That wouldn't hurt the industry. Competition, I think, is always a good
Mm.
thing.
Well, no, you're eliminating competition if it accepts games from both platforms that are solely for those platforms.
And that's where the competition arises. There's no way Microsoft is ever gonna let what's it called, Google touch Halo franchise.
But they're moving it to PC regardless. So if it's a PC game, I'm assuming this will be able
No.
to play it.
I mean, there's a bunch of Microsoft exclusives where it's like Windows and Xbox only.
Yeah, like Sea of Thieves, for example.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Also, it's like, what's it called? That's why Cuphead being on Switch is such a big deal. Because that's, again, a Windows Xbox exclusive.
But
And now
it's
it's just
not.
coming to Switch. Now, it's the first.
It wasn't
it's not on the-
exclusive back then. It came on PS4.
No, it didn't.
It didn't come out on PS4.
Did
It's
it not?
It's not on PS4.
Oh, it was PC. We played on PC.
Yes. But we used the PS4 controller.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I misremembered.
That controller though, like it connects
it.
directly to the
Wi-Fi.
to the Wi-Fi, and then that goes directly to the cloud system.
Yeah, it It directly connects to the cloud system.
What
And
do
it
you
even comes
expect
with the Google
input
Assistant
delay
button.
though?
Wait, what?
That's what people are trying to. That's what people are
Argue.
arguing. That it's
What?
probably gonna have a big delay.
The input delay since it's
Yeah.
wireless.
Yeah, that would be an issue. Also, like I said, I know
I
they
hope-
did quote unquote a stress test, but it's not a real world test.
Well, I'm
I,
sure
I
they're
feel
gonna
like
have
as soon as the
more
service goes
testing,
up,
you know.
if enough people join, it'll just crash the system. What happens then?
Mm. I mean, they're working with really big people, like AMD. They're working with AMD specifically to run the hardware side of their things,
But yeah,
if I remember correctly.
it is Google.
Yeah.
So if it was to like, oh, a lot of people do it and then like it crashes, I feel like they have the resources to put it in and like get it back up and running in like no time.
Yeah,
I just feel at the beginning, if this doesn't succeed, it'll hurt it in the long run.
yeah, for sure. Like anything, right? Like look at the Wii U. That flopped miserably, and that's why people were so hesitant on getting the Switch. But then people realized, this is like the greatest console ever.
I
That is
not-
a lie, but sure.
Yeah, I was gonna say with the Switch, like that, like I used to work at a game store, and that it was like a unicorn to come by. It's like I had customers coming in every single day. It's like, oh, did you guys get more Switches? It's like, no, we didn't. And it was like
our
that.
store too.
It was like that for.
But
like
it came
5
out. It came out in March, right? I bet you at that time, people weren't necessarily looking at the Switch and be like, "Oh, I need it day one." People were just waiting to see what's going on, and then people realized, "Oh, this is innovative. This is good, and I need to get one." And that's when the big shortage came out.
Mhm.
I believe also when Odyssey was coming out as well, there's a shortage of
No,
Switches.
but even still, like at release day, like we had people like camping out like from the morning just to get the extra Switches that weren't pre-ordered.
Yeah, I'm sure, because what's it called? Nintendo just has a big base. But like, imagine if the Wii U did amazing, right? And then they announced this new project where it's like you don't need to separate handheld and console. You can have both of them. You'd probably sell it faster than you did prior.
I see where you're trying to get at, but
So I found the recommended connection speed.
oh
Yeah.
For 1080p, 25 megabits per second,
That's not bad.
and for 4K, at least 30.
Actually,
Yeah, that's
not too bad.
not that bad.
But you also have to realize that also doesn't help latency. So if you're playing a game online, it won't help any lag in that aspect. If you're playing a solo experience, it's fine. But if you're playing online, then it's going to limit you.
Would it though? Because it's going directly from the cloud system, and I assume they would have really high speed internet.
It doesn't matter. The latency will be there because it's not a direct connection. It's going through a server. It's not going
Yeah,
to get to
and-
you directly.
And the controller itself is connected via Wi-Fi, so it's not even a wired connection.
I would
Like
like
in
it.
any regard, it's not a wired connection.
I would like it to have like maybe like Type C. If you want to put it in somewhere.
But then what would you plug it up to? Your router?
Like
Well,
a
I mean,
computer.
I'm guessing you have to charge it regardless. So
And I mean, you don't need the controller either way, because any like USB controller would work. So you could get like an Xbox One controller and just hook it up to your computer.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and even here it's saying that the server you're playing over Wi-Fi has no control over the thousand of internet providers and how they route their traffic through its data centers. So it doesn't matter if their servers on Google side is great. If your internet provider doesn't route it efficiently, you're gonna get latency.
I know Comcast had
Yeah.
issues with trying to slow down certain websites
Oh yeah,
because
the
it brought
throttling.
competition to them. Yes,
Yeah.
that's the word.
Yeah.
So there are some upsides. Like as far as Google side, that's not the side I'm worried about. It's ISPs fighting this.
Which, for the most part, shouldn't be an issue because ISPs usually tend to care about like video streaming services.
Do they?
Maybe depending on the game, if it's too controversial.
I doubt it.
Mm.
I mean, Google himself probably won't add any controversial games to their service.
Well, I'm just
They
saying.
won't be like
'cause
Steam.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
'Cause you saw how the big backlash that was.
Yeah. Freaking Steam, dude. But they allow everything, right? And then it goes through a screening process after.
Well-
some things.
Well,
Like-
how Steam had it was basically games would upload the clean version, and you'd have to go to like a specific game website to download the naughty.
The naughty.
Not like if
The
it's
explicit
like
version.
yeah, the explicit version. There we go. I can think of the word.
The adult,
Not
the adults
censored.
only.
Yeah,
This guy.
God.
yeah, like what's it called?
I'm sure you have experience with that.
I'm 100% sure he's had some experience.
I am not. I'm telling you this now. I am not. But I've read up on
Right.
it, in
Mm.
articles and stuff like that.
Sure.
I'll
Article.
be honest with you, Jesus. I really like this mint one. This mint version of the controller.
Oh,
The
there's
mint?
a mint version.
Yeah, there's a white, there's a black, and there's a mint one.
Which pics? Where are the pics?
It's in that one article he linked. Come on.
But can
Yeah, the
I
polygon.
can I
about,
bring up
right?
one
Yeah.
of my well, there's two features that I really enjoy. Well, that I liked about this.
Oh.
Okay.
One is the directly like if you're watching a trailer, like their example was Assassin's Creed, that you're watching the trailer and at the end it's like, oh, play it now, and you're able to click on it and it takes you directly like to the game.
Yeah, so it's connected directly through YouTube.
Yeah.
So if you're watching a video with that game, you can just click on it and then it'll take you to the game itself.
I think
I'm
it's really cool.
assuming, if it's a pre-release, it'll let you know when a game's coming out.
Most likely, yeah.
I
You know how
understand.
when you watch gaming videos, the game will appear on the bottom.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
probably going to be the same thing, and then you be able to click on that and play.
I'm
it.
assuming you're gonna need the service though. It's not gonna be like, oh, I can play for free.
No, yeah, of course. I'm assuming all of this is with the service activated.
The thing that's really cool though, I mean, I don't think you said it. You didn't think it was cool at all, Jason. But where you can like opt in to have someone else play.
Oh, are you talking about the game states?
Yeah, the game states where you can
So-
like set up a trial time and you can like if you have viewers on Twitch or have viewers on YouTube, you can be like, oh yeah, try to beat this time, something like that.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
That's
not.
pretty cool,
It's
honestly.
not really how you, because you put it as in like, oh, have someone else take over, like play it.
No.
How I
Yeah, that's what you described it as.
they
earlier.
have that on the PlayStation 4, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, they
what was it,
do.
Game share.
Yeah, it's game share.
no, but how this one works is basically, let's say you're at like a specific amount of health, at a specific point in the game with specific equipment, you're able to share that and have it like, let's be like, oh, hey, try beating this. I can't beat it, but let's see if any of you guys can. And
So it's the equivalent of handing your dad the controller when you were a kid.
no,
when you
because
couldn't beat a certain
it gives them the like the moment, but it doesn't let them play the game. Like it's their own separate like run through at that point.
So it's basically just hands them like the save file, but at
Yeah.
your point
Yeah.
in their game.
Mm.
But why would you do that?
It's like that once in I don't know if you guys remember. It's kind of a little tangent, like how in Destiny, how that one kid lost all his exotics because he shared the game to somebody else he didn't know online. The dude deleted everything from his account.
No, I don't know anything about that.
Oh,
yeah, I don't
crazy.
either.
What's
you
it
guys
called?
not know
that?
But I think what Frankie's saying is that it doesn't like your save won't be affected, right?
Yeah, it won't affect your save because it's like
And there's-
completely separate.
I understand that, but then what's the point?
It's just like trial runs. Like what's
Yeah,
it called?
like the part where I see it implemented with like YouTubers and streamers is like, oh
It's like a
hey,
more immersive thing.
Yeah, let's see who can beat this faster with like the equipment that I have right now.
Jason isn't the team player. That's why.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
true.
One thing I would find interesting is if they have like a way to like, oh, you share the moment and you're able to like spectate like the moments type of thing.
I think that'd be too much.
Hmm.
That'd be too taxing on the server.
Also, what's it called? Didn't Google Assistant didn't they showcase the Google Assistant like
Yeah,
pinpointing the location you are in the game and then helping you if you're stuck?
yeah. So it's a button on the controller that you're able to like push,
Mm-hmm.
and that basically it tells you like, oh, like it pops up a video and it's like, oh, this is how you beat it.
I'm sure that's just to activate Google Assistant, but like it just knows what point you are or what game you're playing and stuff like that. You don't have to specify.
There's also a microphone embedded in the controller itself. So
Of course.
yeah, you know.
So that's how they're gonna hear me rage.
It's like, oh, we hear you rage. Would you like some help with that?
No, fuck you.
But yeah, I don't know. There's a bunch of stuff that like, it's interesting how they're going to do this.
I'm just worried.
I'm excited but skeptical.
More curious about it.
I don't
So
think it's a
we're
bad
waiting.
thing.
Because here's the thing, right? Like, what's it called? I would love to play games with my significant other, but she has a crayon-eating laptop. Can't run
Wow.
games. And I mean, with this service, like if it works as it's stated, because she has good speed of internet, it shouldn't be a problem. It's like a
But
nice solution.
that
rather
means she
than-
would be having to pay for the service. If she's okay with that, then it's fine.
I mean, yeah, it's just the cost. Would you rather pay $60 a year or $1,500 for a build that gets outdated in 3?
I
Or
don't know.
so.
My build's been going strong for a while now.
Yeah, but
And
you've
you
been
updated
upgrading. Yeah,
everything.
you've been upgrading it.
What? A power supply and some fans.
That's a pretty big
Totally
upgrade.
bumps up your performance.
When the
I know.
RGB, because
It's when I put the RGB on. Is when I
got-
noticed that
you got
15%
15,
increase.
yep. There you
It's-
go.
That's when
Especially
you noticed Apex was meant for you.
especially when like you set the RGB to like red for like flames.
Maximum overdrive.
Yeah, that's
No, I
when.
have them as
you
unicorns.
can-
right
Did you add a
now.
spoiler to the back of your computer?
Oh God.
Some
it makes it go
exhaust
faster,
pipes.
right?
Yes.
Exhaust
I mean,
pipes so then it
hey,
doesn't
if
overheat.
Google ever needs more help, they can just be like, "Oh, I need more." They can just download more RAM, can't they?
Mhm.
100%. But speaking of Apex, he finally freaking dropped.
Oh yeah, we could.
Wait,
Way earlier than we thought it'd be, honestly.
Battle Pass? No.
What? No, it's
whoa.
already towards the end of
No,
the
way
month.
later than we thought it would come out.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna come out last week.
No, well, I
Yeah.
mean, when it was
they
leaked,
didn't
we thought it was gonna
specify.
come out early, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we thought it came out last week Tuesday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like the day before we record stuff, or the day after we record.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Was that the 12th? Yeah,
Yeah.
it was rumored to come out the 12th.
Or the 15th.
No, but what I'm saying is, like, after that fell through, everyone was like, "It's just not gonna come out till like maybe April or at the very end of March."
No, 'cause
No,
it's-
they specifically said
specifically
it'll
put
come
it
out
on there.
March.
They never said when.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then this is all the that meme with the Batman and Joker interrogation.
Oh yeah. Where's the Battle Pass?
All right.
But what you guys think of it? Like now that like we've had our share of like playing with the character, having it on our team. What do you think? How it is?
So I'm gonna just say it flat out. I bought the $25
Oh,
25
God.
level one
Wow.
for research purposes. All right, because I know none of you guys are gonna buy it.
Right.
Who bought it then, huh? Who bought it? I don't want to hear it.
I
then,
bought the regular.
You're
so
welcome.
Scrub.
I don't pay to win.
What I gotta say is, everything's. I mean, the rewards you get for leveling up it's it's standard. I like it. The only issue I have with the battle pass is how long it takes for you to gain, I guess, experience points for it.
Plus, right now it's bugged.
Yeah, the XP.
Even so, I mean,
Takes
I
way
like
too
the
long.
fact that you can. The game is giving you an incentive to try other characters, by playing them, and then you also get XP.
Yeah, giving the first win of the day with that character.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't think it's a first win. I just
Or-
think
it's
it's
the
like a
first kill.
set amount of
First kill?
XP. No,
First kill.
it's a set amount of bonus XP. I think it caps at like 2,000 or 20,000. Can't remember.
That's not true. Last night I got a 4,900 with Bloodhound.
Wasn't it 25,000 as a cap per character? or is
Yeah,
it
per
1,000?
character, I think.
Okay,
It doesn't. It doesn't. It's. I don't know. How to put this. Basically, you get XP with that specific character, but then after you cap that out, you still get the basic XP for
Mhm.
doing the stuff.
Is it per day or is it just
I
that
think it's-
character?
I think it's per season.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how that would work. But yeah, in terms of Octane, I was wrong about his ultimate. I actually like it because of the distance. Because you could just throw that anywhere and mess with people.
Yeah.
And the jump height, especially when you're sprinting towards it, you get a further distance that you launch
especially if you
into.
use your active or your
Yeah, especially when you
active
press
also.
your Q. Yeah,
He's been very fun to play.
those are my 2 cents.
My 2 cents on the battle pass itself is it is what I expected it to be. It was basically just gonna be minor cosmetics. There is the evolution legendary havoc
Mhm.
skin.
The
That
Havoc
one
skin,
looks
which
nice.
personally it's like the only thing that's good on here.
It's only
It's
because
good, but
somebody
the gun
used
itself
Havoc
is
for that.
so I wouldn't use it regardless.
The gun's good if you have the turbocharge.
Exactly, but how often do you really
I
find it?
prefer the select fire, to be honest with you.
Oh, God.
Make it into
Oh,
a
God.
sniper.
Yeah, after messing around with
It's a hit
turbocharge
scan, not a sniper, but
and
yeah,
select
sure.
fire, it works pretty well.
I don't know. Usually when I want turbocharge, I just tell Jason, "Hey, I need a turbocharge." And I
then
usually get
find
it
one
within
on the
like
floor,
3 minutes.
And then he crashes.
and then I crash. But yeah, battle pass was average. I didn't think it was worth spending the extra money to get those early 25 levels. Wasn't appealing to me.
I don't know, man.
You get scammed.
But I do feel you on the leveling up. It's not nearly as fast as it should be, or at least if it was staggered, so in early game you could level up fast, and then late game it took a lot longer, I'd be okay with that.
How are they expecting us to reach like level 95 to rebuy it?
In 3
They,
months,
they
dude.
don't want you to.
3
That's the
months.
thing.
So how many days are in 3 months? 90? About
Like
90?
90 days.
Yeah.
On
It's like a
average.
level-
So
that's
we
like
played
more.
last night and we only got to level 2.
Mm-hmm.
And that was
So-
like a good 3 hours, 3-4 hours.
Yeah.
It was like 2 to 3 hours.
Jokes on you,
Yeah,
the
it's-
losers.
it's
I'm
like-
27.
It's like you have to level up like 1 level a day to.
Well, no,
1.5
it's
probably.
that the
And then to-
XP you get for your actual level is transferring to your what's it called? The
battle
level
pass?
on the battle pass.
Mhm.
And that's garbage.
Honestly, they should just have like weekly bounties to do.
Oh, like
Something, right?
Like,
Like,
it gives
pick
you
up-
like
pick up-
challenges.
pick up.
yeah, like challenges in
items.
Fortnite.
Get certain kills
win,
with the Mozambique.
win the game with the Mozambique only
Oh
equipment.
no.
Oh no.
You know, the way I liked it was like, well, the little throwbacks, but kind of relevant. Of Halo reaches with dailies and then weekly
Yeah.
bounty.
You have a
It's
weekly
like
challenge.
a secure like 20 headshots weekly, get an extra boost in your thing, and then dailies can be like win a game,
Mhm.
stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Thinking about challenges about in Fortnite is that after like a couple seasons, they're just the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they got
stale.
pretty boring.
Well, I'm not saying that. I mean, I'm not saying they should be like crazy unique. The way Fortnite does it, they try to be unique. But I'm just saying like these are just basic to dos. You know,
Mhm.
like you should get them as you play the game.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
like,
get-
get 10 kills with the Mozambique today.
Get 10 kills in
my
Skull
God.
Town.
Yeah.
Stuff like
Something
that.
simple.
Yeah.
One something I do want to bring up. Have you guys seen that? Was it in Belgium? They don't have loot boxes.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
they have the
yes.
crafting materials instead.
they-
Yeah,
They
Mhm.
got the law. They banned it.
Yeah,
they're
but,
above the law.
Loot boxes.
but like if you were someone playing in Apex and like you're like, oh, I want to get those loot boxes, and then you just see that's like, oh, crafting material. Would you be mad?
No, because then I could actually get what I want instead of
Mhm.
getting 2 whites and a blue every time.
Oh no, 2 tokens in the blue.
But
oh
I mean,
no.
Not
you
again.
have one loot box that is an 100% guaranteed with an epic.
Yeah,
or
but by the time
better.
you grind that box out, you could have built 3 legendaries.
No, what's it
Yeah.
called?
No, so the
No,
Belgian pass only gives you enough to get your own legendary skin.
just one,
Just
Yeah.
one?
just one.
That's ridiculous.
But it's guaranteed. So you
It's a
know which one you're gonna
guaranteed.
get.
That's fair, but I feel like if you grind out this one, you'll still get enough.
Because
I
what's it called?
don't think so.
With you get like what 3 epic boxes, right?
Only one.
You get only. I remember seeing
No, you get
multiple
only
ones.
one legendary.
No, you only get one epic or like 100% epic
Oh no,
box.
no, I'm talking about how many of those boxes are in the pass.
you get like
Total?
5 or 6.
I think it was
It's more.
5. If you remember right? No, I don't know.
Can't remember.
Yeah.
I have to look at it again.
So in
That's
that,
some of the free rewards, 5 Apex packs.
but what's
Yeah.
it called? With the 5, like let's say it was 5 epic loot boxes. In those loot boxes, it's 100% epic, but you have a 7% chance of it being a legendary.
hmm
So with that, it's like you with the Belgium, it's you just have enough to get one. When in those you have like that 7%
Chance to
Yeah.
get something else.
Yeah, to get the legendary. Like you could get 2 legendaries with 2 boxes out of those 5. It's like there's still more chance.
But are you?
I don't know. That's the thing. But yeah. Anything
As
else?
far as my boy here is concerned, he's been fun. I see more single player focus potential with him than a team comp. I mean, I understand the jump pads help in certain situations, but it's very niche, in my opinion. Or maybe I'm not creative enough to think of good situations to use
That's
it,
fine.
other than running away or starting the engage. But I think his Q is definitely really good ability. It's basically just able to get you in their face, and if you have a shotgun or SMG, you're golden. He's definitely an up close character. I don't see him very much as a sniper.
One thing that I saw on Reddit is that like if you're like low on health and use your your like Q, it doesn't kill you.
Yeah, it can't. It only uses 10% of your current health, right? That's
Yeah,
what it.
But that's the thing. Like if you're at that 10% mark, it doesn't.
No.
It doesn't take it.
What?
10% of your current
10%.
health. So you'll never hit 0. You get
Mhm.
me?
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you have 1 health and you use that active, you're
Yeah,
gonna get
but-
point.
At that
0.9.
point, someone just has to fart on you and you die.
Well, if you bring back your shields, you're
Well,
basically getting your Q for free.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, none of us here have mastered the bunny hop,
No.
so
Does slide jump as well.
no, slide jump is not that bad. It's just that bunny hop, dude.
But yeah, that's my thoughts on Octane.
Awesome. Yeah. I think that generally wraps things up. Don't you think?
You guys
Yeah,
don't have any thoughts
mainly.
on him?
I mean,
I haven't played him. My teammate always takes him.
You never,
You never ask for it.
he's trash apparently.
But yeah, like I don't know. In my opinion, he's not that bad. Definitely nice for just quick getaways.
Quick getaways or quick engages.
Yeah.
He's a good character to flank with.
There was a clip I saw of Dizzy. That's the popular guy right now, where he activated his thing, his Q, and then he activated the jump pad, and then he ran faster than the Bangalore could see him through her smoke, and crouching, and he was just waiting he was just looking at her, and then he crouched for like a good solid like 5 seconds before she noticed him, and then she still didn't shoot him because she was in disbelief that he was there. I mean, if you can get that fast, or you can get that skill with him, I mean, he could be pretty nutty.
Yeah. I think he can make good plays. It's just you have to be good with him.
Yeah, for sure. But none of us are good at Apex.
Wow.
Speak for yourself.
Nah, I'm trash.
Chris
I
is
admit
pretty
that.
good.
Chris
No,
is
I
good.
have my moments. Just like anybody else.
Yeah, I had my moments today with Frankie.
Yeah.
Your moments of patience, or
No, like I got
He
6
crashed
kills in the
twice.
first 3 minutes because of landing in default.
Yeah. But then after that, you were like, I'm not doing anything.
And the next game after was you and the other guy we played with.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that wraps things up. A quick overview of what we talked about today, guys. The Nindies, favorite game. Mine was definitely My Friend Pedro or the Red Lantern.
Mine's definitely the Necromancer meets Hyrule Clash. I forget the name of it.
The what? I guess mine would be me not liking it and fighting underwater levels. Yeah, sounds about right.
Ivan.
Yep.
like I said, the Canons of Hyrule is my favorite.
There we go. That's the game.
Jesus.
And if not, no.
Oh.
What?
No,
Oh, do I have to
continue.
pick one?
Continue. I interrupted you. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
But
He actually complains that we talk over him a lot. So if you could not do that, Frankie.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
stop it.
Yeah.
I'm
hurt his
sorry.
No.
feelings again.
It hurts my soul inside. I'm a soft tone speaker. Please don't hurt me. That or Katana Zero, I think. It's really cool. That's all I have to say.
Jesus.
Do I have to pick one?
Yes.
Sure.
Do it now.
That one.
Oh, that's a
Oh.
good one.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking chose the
Oh,
taxi
probably
driver.
Cuphead if I were to get one on the Switch. Probably Cuphead because I still haven't played that one.
You
Cuphead.
still haven't played Cuphead?
No,
Not even the demo versions of it.
I played the demos.
There you go. You played it. You won.
Okay, I played it. All right, I don't need to get it.
And the Stadia, and then and its capabilities, and how Jason doesn't agree with it, and he thinks it's gonna crash and burn. Yeah.
I don't think it's. I think it's good, especially for people that have like bandwidth limitations,
Mm-hmm.
like how some ISPs give you data caps. It's gonna be better instead of downloading the whole game. You just stream it.
Gotcha.
Nice.
I am undecisive about that, so I don't know.
I'm really looking forward to it.
Cool. But yeah, I think that wraps things up for today. Ivan, take us out.
Thank you guys for listening to the Burning Ship podcast. If you notice any corrections or something like that, then feel free to comment down below. If you enjoyed what you heard and you stomached all 5 of us, feel free to hit that subscription bell, that subscription button, and the notification bell, and give it a little thumbs up. Helps us out, gets us more exposure. All right.
Wow, that was really good.
Yeah,
Our
that was-
first somewhat professional exit.
Wow.
Outro.
We have 5 more seconds to make it terrible.
Time to ruin it.
Yeah, random noises.
No.
No, please no.
All right.
Oh,
Later,
what's it
guys.
called? Wait.
Wait.
Oh, he's not
On a
done.
meta
Back to
note,
the Nindies.
you're going to PAX next week, aren't you, Frankie?
Yeah, I'm gonna be in the Boston, Massachusetts area, looking at games, taking notes for all you listeners out there.
So
Whoa.
keep in mind that next week's episode the news might be a bit delayed from past weeks.
Yeah.
So in case anything crazy happens that Tuesday, we'll probably report it
The next week.
the next week. Yes.
Yeah. And that's when I report back with what I got at PAX.
Oh yeah, that'd be
That's-
fun to tell.
But yeah,
Pretty sure that's
Borderlands
exactly what
3 maybe.
Oh,
you said. Oh, I'm hoping.
possibly.
Even though you know, you're still the only one who hasn't played it.
We all know it's gonna be Borderlands Mobile.
Let's go.
Exclusive
God,
to the
no.
Epic Store.
So much possibilities for PAX.
All right.
But yeah, goodbye everyone.
All right,
Later,
later.
guys.
Peace.
Goodbye.